go. Hello, everybody at home. This is How You Like That. Today's video, episode 3, is about K-pop covers.
What's going on with K-pop that has produced this?
Ooh. Wow, a talk show of people who have nothing to say.
So when I want to throw out a question about this cover phenomenon. What makes a good cover dance group?
What I really look for in a good dance cover, of course, the visuals, the level of the dancing, but what I look for that's extra is, are they providing creative reinterpretation?
How does the Japanese Bears fit into that, Donna?
Well, yeah, it's that's
you guys know
great
that's one of my
example, too.
favorites is these Japanese bear dudes doing that.
Well, I mean, it's definitely like the fact that they were able to stay within such a narrow parameter of what they were giving us. We're going to give you La Seraphim in the form of Japanese gay men who are a little on the chubby side. I mean, it's just like...
What you looking at? 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 What you looking at?
Some of the things that jump out at me when I fall in love with a cover, which is strange because honestly, it's enough that I fall in love with some K-pop group or song or have a bias in that group or whatever. But for me to find a cover that I love too, and that I even have a bias in the cover group. So like among my favorite cover performances are the Pixies' Panorama. And Be Wild's Teardrop. One of the things that really speaks to me is a palpable sense of how much passion and love that these people are pouring into it. It is so evident how much they love what they're doing, how much they love the group they're doing, how much they love dancing, how much they love covering, how much they love putting it on YouTube, finding the perfect location, finding costumes, and I guess maybe even like selecting who's going to be in it and who's going to be who. Oftentimes at the end of the video, they'll be like so-and-so as Jimin or so-and-so as and you really feel like, honestly, it's like my screen is oozing love lava out onto me of these kids or these young adults who are just so insanely passionate, so insanely... It's not like they're saying, oh, we love this. It's just evident in what they're doing. It's the end result just screams how much we love K-pop, how much we love this.
Called I Love Dance, like literally I Love Dance, and one of my favorites by them is Pentagon's Shine. Which, yeah, you really feel that love and joy just coming out.
Yes, the joy. I have to tell you.
Okay, so I think that what I figured out about these K-pop covers is that one thing that's very unique about K-pop is that almost every song that comes out from these idol groups have choreography that's already made for each of the songs, which I'm not sure is true of Western pop. Am I wrong? And so it's a very convenient thing to replicate for people. I think whenever I saw dance groups of like Western artists, cover groups, they had to make up their own covers. Am I making, or choreography? And K-pop is brilliant because they create the choreography for you. All you have to do is learn it. And so it's very ready-made for people.
Hold on a second, Richard. You think that the K-pop companies are making the choreography for the K-pop groups and their songs for us to learn to make covers versus they're making choreography for the group to do when they're performing the song live? I think
they are now. I mean, maybe not initially. I mean, I think the dance component before, I think it was just part of the spectacle of K-pop, the visual, the visual centeredness of it. But I think now they do cater to the fans and the people who like to learn the choreography, because they release like versions of the videos that are just about the dance choreo.
Okay, that's an interesting point. Number one, I think we can all agree that originally choreography in K-pop was designed for our visual entertainment of the product they were producing. And it was a component of what they were making, just like rap is a component, or makeup is a component, or wardrobe is a component, or any other part of it, the song structure, the lyrics, the everything. It was just one of the defining aspects of K-pop was that the singers danced, versus you don't see like Cheap Trick dancing. I mean, they may jump around the stage, but they're not like dancing. I mean, I remember like back in the day, like ZZ Top would have choreographed dance moves during certain sections of the songs, and they would spin their guitars and it would be like step, 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 step. And then you have like these boy bands like New Kids on the Block and Boyz II Men or whatever, or like early R&B, the Temptations and the Jackson 5.
James, you're really aging yourself right now with your example.
Hold on. The last show I was talking about minstrel shows. I mean, so like, I wasn't around for the minstrel shows.
ZZ Top.
The Jackson 5. I mean, they were doing choreographed dancing throughout their songs when they performed them live. But as advanced as their choreography was compared to their contemporaries, it's rudimentary by K-pop standards. I mean, these K-pop groups are dancing extraordinarily like physically difficult, insanely challenging. I mean, some of the BTS choreography and the level that they achieved with their synchronization and their precision, and even within K-pop, no other groups seem to be able to accomplish what BTS did. And even if you take BTS out of the equation, when I watch random dance play videos, some of these random dance play gatherings, it goes well over an hour of continuous choruses, which are all about 40 seconds long. It's just unbelievable how entertaining this is for fans and how much the fans enjoy learning the choreography. I don't recall growing up seeing like a bunch of kids say, hey, you want to get together and learn the choreography for Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation? And then when we learn it all and master it, we're going to film it and then we're going to show it to people. In high schools, we would have pep rallies. And during the pep rally, sometimes kids would learn some sort of a dance routine or whatever it is. I mean, they would maybe all kinds of crazy performances would happen at a pep rally. But for there to be like, I mean, you can search on YouTube, and I've done so, a kid who is a Michael Jackson impersonator, and then he performs at his high school pep rally. Or some kids like may imitate some sort of famous artist and do it at a pep rally or something like that. So that would be your way of showing off what you could do, but it would be extremely limited. It would be one performance, and whoever's in the gymnasium at the time would see it. They weren't doing it with the idea of like disseminating it on the internet. This thing has evolved from and it's just her by herself dancing in her backyard in a pool doing the choreography for a second generation K-pop song, because that's what was around at the time. From that to what we see today, if you want to spend hours on YouTube watching covers of just like Blackpink's Pink Venom, or just one song by one group, if you just said, I'm going to watch dance covers of New Jeans's and I'm never going to watch the same cover twice, I don't know how many hours of continuous videos you can watch and not exhaust everything that's been done around the world. Some of these people are highly accomplished dancers, like that video of the French people doing Teardrop. They added moves into the choreography that I don't think SF9 can do themselves. These people seem to be trained ballet dancers who have decided on their free time to do K-pop covers?
So I was just going to say, James, as to the question of how deliberate, what's his name? The guy for SM Entertainment, Isuman. He's at this conference talking about this, and he talks about how one of the features of K-pop today is that the choreography is very replicable by people. So he's very well aware of this. Obviously, it's to entertain us. And so forth. But I think they must be thinking in their minds that how much of this is going to be copied by their fans, because the more people can copy it and reproduce it, the more it gets consumed by other people.
So I want to say that like there are videos of people who have shown their progress over years learning K-pop, how to be a K-pop dancer without the benefit of being in a trainee program. I mean, these people are either going to dance schools or literally learning it self-teaching themselves. So they don't have like, they don't get to have like this schedule where they have these choreographers and dance teachers and they're learning. I mean, some of these people are uploading videos of themselves going through a four-year journey of learning, and you watch them progress over the years. And even after 4 years of working their butts off, they're still not on the level of these K-pop artists, but then I watch
Are you watching these, James?
Of course I am.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's another form of this K-pop adjacent and YouTube video, along with our video is a K-pop adjacent thing. And I think one of the biggest K-pop adjacent videos are the reaction videos. Those are just as popular, maybe more so than the covers. I mean, fans want to watch somebody watching. I mean, what's next? Should I upload a video of me reacting to a reaction video? I mean, oh, hey, James, that's really entertaining the way you smiled at that one moment that the other person smiled at.
Right.
I mean, it's just, where is this going? I think we can all agree that the most successful group in K-pop is BTS. When it comes to their dancing, BTS is head and shoulders better than everybody else. When I watch people try to cover BTS's dancing, I don't know, it's sort of sad. It's so hard to dance like BTS. It just shows how good they are at not only dancing, but how good they were at being a unit of 7 people coordinated such that they could.
Put that in the past tense, James. They're still, it's you should put it in the present tense.
Are they? When's the last time you saw them perform choreography together in a video?
Well, it's like a couple months ago. Come on.
You mean the choreography that was in The Best Is Yet to Come? What choreography? There was no choreography in that. That was, I mean,
well, they did a whole tour just like
months
months ago. So don't put them
all right. So fine,
yet.
Donna. The best is yet to come. So we're gonna get better BTS dancing than Fire in the future. When Jin is like 30 plus years old, he's gonna dance better than he did when he was 23.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you, James, that like I don't know if the best is yet to come. You know, when I see BTS in their earlier days and their dance videos, it's super tight in a way that even now they don't have. So because their age, and they're still amazing. So I don't know, but you know, we'll see what happens. You know,
if there's any failure on BTS's part in their career, is that they never did choreo that was easy enough for people to do and for it to go viral, right? So for all of their success, one of the things that I don't see on YouTube are great BTS covers. I don't know if they shy away from it or they just simply go, I can't find 6 other people and pull this off. It's just gonna look so horrible. Whereas, can we do Next Level? Can we do just about any other cover? And like to your point, Richard, if the K-pop companies have realized, you know what? We can't do what BTS did, but we can do what BTS didn't. We can do easier choreography that can go viral. Because even when BTS dumbed down their choreography and did like Permission to Dance, I hate to say it, even the easiest BTS choreography people can't do, with the exception of Super Tuna. People can do that one, but people cannot even do Permission to Dance. And that's supposedly one of the easier BTS dance choreography.
And to your point, James, there other groups still have very complicated choreo. It's not necessarily that easy to learn either. But nowadays, it seems like people love to learn them, and they'll invest the time and energy to do it.
Well, not only are
trying to
they
make this
I don't
learning
know
to
if I
do
completely
it,
agree with you, James. I do think there are a lot of good BTS dance covers out there. Like there was that one of Dynamite, the Soul Train version in France with the, beautiful black women.
yeah,
And
Donna,
there's another one.
you can come up with one BTS
No, I
cover.
can think
I
of
can come up with
others.
100 New
I can
Jeans
think of
covers.
others. I'm going to prove you wrong. I don't have them at the tip of my tongue. There's
All
a couple
right.
others.
I'm going to be the middle ground on this. I think there are actually pretty amazing BTS covers. I think what James is getting at, it's sort of like Michael Jackson. Remember, like there's all these Michael Jackson impersonators and nobody quite gets it because he's so amazing. I think that's what James is getting at.
We will be very old when this happens, but there will be BTS Vegas performers and they will have like sold out shows and be raking in tons and tons and tons of money.
So have you guys noticed this phenomenon when you, there have been some songs, K-pop songs that I heard it a little bit and then I saw a cover and I kind of liked it when I first heard it, but then I saw the cover or even the RDP or something. And I somehow liked it more or something. I mean, it got me more, invested, or I just thought it was kind of cooler or something because of the cover. And then I went back to the video and then I was like, oh, wow, I really like it. I did not know. They got me more into it.
I think that Momoland song that people really like to dance to. That's definitely one that I wasn't even aware of until people started dancing.
What
to
song?
It a lot.
Boom Boom?
Yeah. That one.
Yeah.
Or G Idol Tomboy.
Yeah, I'll be the tomboy.
Like that one, I kind of knew about it. James, you had mentioned to me a couple times. I'm like, whatever. And then you see, okay, this is more RDPs, but you see the RDPs and you're like, wow, this is
So your
really
point, Richard,
popular.
is that the choreography, watching people doing the choreography makes you appreciate the song more.
Yeah, it looks more enjoyable or something like that. And I'm sure the people who learn the choreography, obviously they already love the song, but I think they love it more. They have more personally invested in the song and everything. It's brilliant. The whole thing is just brilliant to increase the popularity of K-pop in the world.
Well, I don't think it's a grand plan to increase the popularity. I think it just happens to do so, but that's the way trends in pop culture work anyway. But it's just that it's found this weird particular avenue in copying the dancing and filming yourself and uploading it onto YouTube, and then we watch that, and then we now access our way to the original through them. I guess it's the same as like when I was in school and I saw some kid dressing in new wave clothes and seeing them having buttons of like all the bands like Go-Go's or whatever. And then I wanted to find out what they were into. Now I can get into something that kids in China are into or wherever else in the world. Do you have any final words about dance covers?
I would like to see a Gen X dance cover group. I think it's possible, and maybe we can do it.
Any Gen X or Korean American Gen X?
It doesn't really matter. You know what? Another thing I want to say really quick about cover, it's just so many people love this. There's so many demographics. You can see the diversity. It's really nice to see. So, yeah.
Yeah, it is really cool how a cover can just bring completely different new meaning to the song. So like, for example, with the Fearless one with the Japanese bears, I mean, the idea of, women being fearless in Seraphim, it means one thing, and it is a powerful message, but I think it's like, it means something completely different when it's coming from, these Japanese bears, it's like a different kind of fearless. And I think that's really wonderful. I mean, it just becomes like an anthem for something completely different.
I would agree with you that the self-expression that this is providing people is like, it's a unintended byproduct of K-pop. I think people, when they were making it, they just wanted people to enjoy consuming it. But for people to be able to enjoy being so self-expressed with it, because there are way more people doing dance covers than I recall people doing music covers. Although that was very popular. I mean, being in a quote unquote cover band was a very typical activity to do. But I don't feel like it was harder to do that than it was to just simply sit at home and learn the choreography. You don't have to you don't have to buy any gear. You don't have to learn how to play an instrument. You just have to learn how to copy the dancing. And these people are for sure having fun. All right. Well, so thanks all for watching our show. That's the end of this episode. And we'll see you all again next time. Bye.
Bye.